Hello,
We're back.
hello, my freaks, ghouls, and monsters. Welcome to another episode of the Gore Horror Hour. Episode 23, Chaotica here with my co hosts.
Absinthe Widow.
eRock.
And we have our wonderful guest, Miko Hughes.
Hey there. Thanks for having
Yay!
me. This is fun. I love that intro.
Going.
That was cool. That's great
Thank
energy.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Yeah, a little tired. I'm excited to be here, though. I'm very excited for the cruise coming up. I think that is one of the most original ideas. I have not seen that done before, and I cannot wait.
This guy. It's all up in
It's
here.
clever.
Oh, that
Good.
guy right there.
Yeah, but don't
Well
give him too
done.
much credit because then his head will just float away.
And
And
then none of us will fit on the screen.
no.
Sure.
But I would have never thought about it though if it wasn't for Interrobang doing some other theme cruises. Then I was like, hey, a horror cruise would be right up our alley.
Yep.
Instead
Yeah.
of doing the other stuff.
Yeah, they
Definitely.
had all those other ideas except for the SeaHaunt. And this guy was like, "Wait, what if?" And then we're
Well,
like, "Whoa,
yeah.
yes,
Well, my favorite part of conventions, I mean, I love doing the convention itself, but I always like the after party. It's because then
Yeah.
it's more
Right.
personal and one-on-one and you can hang. And this is just like a giant hang. And I know
it is."
everybody in the horror scene is so cool and you guys have been so awesome and gracious that I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Understatement.
We're so super stoked, too.
Yeah.
Beyond stoked.
Yeah.
I know. It's less work, more play. Way
Absolutely.
more play.
Yeah.
That's great. All right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and start off by asking you, um, how did you get started into acting?
My mom got me into acting when I was about 27 months old, I think, just about two. She thought it was really cute and precocious and took direction well.
Oh,
She tried really hard to get an agent. She looked up who's the best kid agent in LA and went to their office and they said, no, we're not taking people. And she just kept going back every few weeks and she would bring me in and she would spend time in the front reception and they'd have posters or things in the room and she would kind of spend time when she's waiting with me and I could talk very young. I think I could talk before I could walk, and she
Mhm.
would point and say, what's this, what's that, and the receptionist gal would kind of see how interactive and responsive and lucid I was, uh, and she did that for I think 9 months. She said, and then that gal got a promotion, and she was going to be like a junior agent, able to submit people, and I was the first name that she pulled, and I got the first three things I went out on. I was like a
Awesome.
promotion, public service announcement, and then it was about 2 months after that I booked Pet Cemetery. And the head agent called me and my mom in and said, where have you been all this time? And she said, knocking on your door for 9 months.
no kidding, right? Well,
Yeah.
kudos to your mom sticking
Yeah.
with it and not giving up. And she saw the stardom in you. And now
Yeah.
all of
I'm
us
very
do.
fortunate. I got very lucky. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, looking back on it now as a child actor and then having that role and seeing the impact it's had, I mean, my mind would be blown. I mean, how's
Yeah.
that?
Sometimes I feel like I have imposter syndrome
Yeah,
because I was so young, especially for Pet Cemetery. I don't
right,
remember a lot from it because it's been such a big part of my life. The stories have been repeated and it's been
right,
reinforced. Like I would ask questions and talk. We just talked about it constantly growing up. So I feel like I remember it, but I think of actually being there, not so much. They're more like
right,
pure memories or memories of memories. When I
right.
was 16, I did a little independent film that was in, I think, New Hampshire, which was a couple hours from Maine. And we took a weekend trip and drove up there and knocked on the door, met the family that owned the house that we filmed at, and they were very kind. They let us
Mhm,
go in and tour, and it was interesting because I couldn't tell you exactly what was in a room or
right,
what to expect. But as soon as I'd walk in a room, I'd be like, "Oh, this is familiar.
right.
I know all of this. This is immediately like comfortable, in like a weird way." So yeah, it's there, but just in such a weird way. But of all the things I've done, I feel like Pet Cemetery, I can watch it and disassociate the most because
Right, right,
and that's
Understandable.
also kind of I feel like imposter syndrome. I did this,
right.
at such an age. I can enjoy the story for what it is. Whereas some of the stuff as I got older, I remember filming it. I remember the stress or the drama or oh, I didn't like how that scene turned out. I just end up I can enjoy it, but I critique myself. I can't disassociate fully like I can
Yeah,
at Cemetery because of that.
Yeah, you were so young. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you've been acting ever since? Yes, I assume.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Mostly as a kid, I had like family drama when I was a teen. Cliche kid actor stuff. It kind of turned me off to it. I had a lot of success, which I'm very thankful for. And
right,
what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So I have no regrets.
right,
But I was very ahead of other kids my age in like so many crazy ways. But in other ways, I was kind of behind. I was stunted and just, growing up around adults, I didn't really feel like I had a social life.
yeah,
I was homeschooled. So I was kind of, and then with just the stress, family stress, I was like, I'm over it. I don't want to do this anymore. So
right,
many years, I kind of took a step back and it took a long time to kind of find myself, figure things out. And, yeah, more so in recent years, I've taken a long, windy path back. A little too long. I don't have quite as many connections as I maybe used to have, but
right,
I got back into it, and more so, I got back in. I work behind the camera more now, uh, which has been great. It's very different, and I really enjoy it. And it was kind of nice to come back on my own terms.
right,
I enjoy it again, and I realized, I did other things, and some I liked more than others. But just being on set because I grew up on it, it feels like home, and I
right,
felt like I don't have to act to be on set. And for so long, I think I had this mental thing of like, that's the only option. And seeing that
right,
I could do stuff was cool, and I kind of it feels good to do it on my own terms. And then now I'm kind of dabbling in acting again a little bit, so we'll see. I'm not like I'm comfortable. I'm happy. If it doesn't turn into anything crazy, I'm totally cool with that. But if and when I do get little opportunities to do fun projects, that's a blast. And I'm so happy for any opportunities that I'm able to. And I've done a few things now that are I'm pretty happy with. And actually, I got a call today. I don't want to talk about anything too soon, but it might have something else kind of happening now. So that's good. Hopefully, I'll have more
Ooh.
news on that by the time we're on the boat.
by the time this airs or who knows,
Yeah,
I know,
yeah,
boss man eRock here, he's excited to ask a question about Kindergarten Cop.
sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's
So
been geeked up.
what's
Yeah.
that
You
main
need a
quote?
biology. You need a biology lesson.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, boys have a penis, girls have a vagina. Usually,
That's cute.
every time I've verified it, that's been true, but you never know. Once in a while,
Oh
That
god.
was
sometimes
that was
people mix
always
it
my
up.
favorite. That was always my favorite part of that movie growing up. I loved when you said that. It's
Thank
just
you. Yeah,
I just loved it.
yeah,
Oh
it's a
my
fun
I
one.
still
god.
do.
You guys are ridiculous.
True. Yeah, growing up, it's funny. I hated it because I would get teased. When you're
Yeah.
six,
Aw.
7 years old, kids will tease kids about anything, and
Oh,
if
yeah.
it's kind of dirty or like you said this thing, and then just everyone was picking on me, I'd go to the mall and they'd be like, say the line. I'm like, I'm 7, I want to eat my french fries, like I don't know you.
Aw,
And then
shit.
would like cry, and it was bad, like, but now
Oh,
like another like a big journey with it. Now I get it as an adult, and it's hilarious, it's cute, and I'm
I
happy
guess you
for
don't
it.
realize the impact it has on a child at the time when something like that is said.
Sure. Oh yeah, and watching it in the movie, it's great. And as
Right.
an adult, you get the humor, but as a kid having to grow up with that was kind of like an unintended or unanticipated consequence that was kind of
Yeah.
heavy for a while.
Right. Do you have like a good experience from that movie that you sticks out in your
Oh
mind?
yeah, and ultimately no regrets whatsoever. I would do it
Yeah.
again, and Arnold was amazing, and I've made lifelong friends on that. I'm friends with some of the kids from the classroom, and we still hang out and keep in touch to this day.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
Aw,
yeah,
good shit.
sure.
Definitely. So, I mean, you've worked with many. I mean, can you you dabbled in some horror. Is that something you prefer, or does it matter?
I think, I mean, a good script is a good script. It's same as
Mhm.
music. I don't really say, oh, I don't like this or that genre because I've heard something in every genre that I like. Same for
Right.
movies. I think I've fallen into horror a bit because two of my larger credits thankfully turned out to be pretty maybe iconic horror
Mhm.
films in the horror scene, and now there's this whole convention world and all these diehard fans where they can get together about it, and they don't really have that for comedies or dramas or actions or TV shows. They're kind of doing a
Yeah.
little bit of it. I've been hearing about like 90s con. That's kind of cool. That'd be fun to
Yeah.
do for because of the Full House thing or whatever. But
Sure.
I think Comic-Con started with like comics and sci-fi. It was Trekkies back in the day, but
Right.
horror has really, really developed a community, and
Right.
I've I've
A
been
diehard one at that.
that's what I mean. Yeah, 100%. And I've been really embraced into that, and I have enjoyed horror my whole life, but now especially because of that, like I'm all in. I love it. I'm happy to be a part
Oh,
of it.
Yeah. So how was it working with Robert England and
Yes.
Elm Street?
Yeah, Robert Englund is incredible. I mean, all the great things you hear about him are 100% true. His energy is incredible. He'll wear me out. He'll wear out. I went to dinner with him one time, and he had done all day at the con. I think 2 days at that point. We went to this big dinner. There's like 20 people at a huge table, and he's just in the middle, just holding court, like talking to everyone. And any topic that comes up, you could throw anything at him. A lot of people have knowledge about a lot of things, but it's a fairly shallow pool. You can
Right.
pick any topic and he'll just go down this rabbit hole. And you're like, how did you know about that? That's crazy. Like in such detail. He's just incredibly intelligent, incredibly charming, charismatic, just fun to be around, great guy. And yeah, one of the most iconic horror slashers ever. He's on the Mount Rushmore of horror.
Definitely. I got to be in a movie with him, but I never
yeah.
got to meet him.
The Funhouse Massacre, is that right?
Yeah.
Have you ever
Nice.
seen that, Miko?
I don't believe so. I'll have to check it
I
out.
so I actually just watched it like last week.
Yeah.
I went so long without watching it. He was angry because I hadn't watched it, so I sat down and watched it. It was actually good. I actually
Nice.
liked it, and I think I
Yeah.
want
Very
to.
cool.
What was the chick's name in that movie?
Oh, Dollface.
I think I want to cosplay her. She's hot.
Ooh,
I'm
that'd be
like, oh
fun.
damn, okay.
Maybe on the
Okay.
I
boat.
see
Maybe on
you.
the boat.
Oh my God, you're wearing
I'm
the
wearing the
shirt.
shirt
I
actually.
didn't even realize that.
Nice.
That's hilarious.
Nice.
That's who I want to cosplay. I think I might be able to handle it
Maybe
if
we
I
can
can
all
draw
cosplay
right away.
characters from your movie. We'll wear out
Yes,
there. It'll be fun.
you play
Or
Eva.
whatever. I'm down. I'll put on whatever.
Scared guy in a plaid shirt.
Yeah, just scare
That'd be
guy in a
fun.
plaid
Sure, why
shirt.
not? I got a plaid shirt. I can do that.
There you go.
It's easy.
And Chaotica, you could be Robert England's character.
I get that
Yeah, why not?
honor. I could definitely
Mix
do
it
that.
up here.
Nice.
I've loved Robert Englund since the V series, so I'm a big Robert Englund fan as well. So
Yeah.
I'd definitely be down to do that.
I just love him because of Freddy Krueger. Obviously, I have his claw
Yes.
on my ass cheek, so
It is tattooed on your butt.
That
yeah,
too, I
that's how
hope.
you know it's me.
Is it just
Yeah.
permanently stuck in there?
Okay, so
That's good.
you have had many roles in movies and in television. Is there one in particular that you liked doing the most or being a part of the most, like whether it was a show or movie? Like, can you name a couple that like you
They're
absolutely
all
loved doing?
Yeah, they're all really cool for different reasons.
Oh, I'm
It's probably hard to pick like a top. Full House was incredible to be a part of just because that show was at the time like such a phenomenon.
yeah,
And
it was
I
a
never
very
really did,
iconic family show.
yeah, and I never really did plays. I never did stage. I was just always kind of film and TV. And that was the most like a play because it was filmed on a live studio audience.
Yeah,
We did do multiple takes and we did like prep all week, but there's that energy of a crowd that's watching that was kind of like a different animal. So that was fun to do those. I think I did a couple other guest spots on was it Hanging with Mr. Cooper and like those kind of 3-camera sitcoms that they used to do. And that was cool. That was unique. Traveling, a lot of it was getting to travel. Went to the Bahamas for Zeus and Roxanne and just lived there for like 2 or 3 months. Like, I
How
mean,
long
we
were
were
you
sick of the tropical setting by the time
Environment.
we left. Yeah, you'd think you'd be paradise, but like, and it was great. Don't get me wrong, but it was just, yeah, that was cool. Sometimes it's the people when you're on set. It's not like a normal like 9 to 5 where you're there 8 hours or whatever. Most sets, you're lucky if it's 10 hours, like a small quick shoot, like a commercial might be a 10-hour thing. Most are 12 minimum, and they often, if not usually, go over. So you get very comfortable and familiar with everybody on set. You kind of become like family because you're like in the trenches.
Yeah.
And when you're exhausted and delirious at hour
Punch
14,
drunk.
yeah, and someone makes some stupid ass joke that wouldn't make sense to anyone else. It's like an inside just goofiness, and then you're laughing about it for 3 days. Like, you get close to people because of that kind of thing. So that, the connections with people is a part of it. I always do kind of say, if I had to pick one absolute favorite, it might be New Nightmare, just because the age I was, and
Yeah.
Freddie was such a phenomenon. And I don't know, there's not really anything comparable these days, that unless, I'm remembering it through youthful eyes, but it was like Freddie and Jason were almost like superheroes because
Yeah.
they were on TV, not just the movies. They had breakfast cereals, like corn pop style, like, it was like Freddie-O's or whatever.
TV series and things.
Just
Yeah.
yeah, as like a
Everywhere.
character, it was very in the pop culture zeitgeist. And at my age, I had never seen any Nightmare films, but I knew who Freddy was. Like, everyone
Right.
knew who Freddy was, the Halloween costume, like all of
Right.
those things. So when I auditioned, I was like so stoked because that was cool. That was like badass, for a little kid. And then I read the script, and I learned, oh, I get to fight Freddy all movie. I win. I kill Freddy at the end. Like, I live. I kick his ass, and I run around hell and, and just like do all this cool
That
stuff.
is
Like,
so cool.
that was just like amazing. I was playing the dream. So
Yeah, I would say that's
oh, yeah,
definitely.
That's
yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm jealous for sure.
I know, right?
Without a doubt.
I appreciate that. I guess. I'll
As an
tell
independent modeling agency, we specialize in gore, horror, cosplay, and bloody TNA and all the good stuff that goes in between. We know what it's like to be published and what it's like to be, on the cover of a magazine and stuff like that. But you also was in a music video with
Ice
Ice
Nine
Nine
Ice Nine
Kills.
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 Yeah.
Tell me about that experience. How did that come about?
That was great. Met through a mutual friend who I just know kind of through the convention circuit, and Ice Nine Kills. They're like a very theatrical metal band. So their songs always tell a story. And
Mhm.
in their more recent albums, I think the last 2 or 3 at this point now, every song or most songs are almost like a tribute to a famous horror film. And
Mhm.
they did one that was in the vein of Pet Cemetery, called Funeral Derangement.
Arrangements. Yeah.
Yes, and they asked if I wanted to be a part of it, and I made great friends. Yeah, we've stayed friends since then with Spencer, and I just went to his girl's birthday party last night, Nadia, here in
Oh,
LA. It was cool.
Aw.
Yeah, and they're great people. The whole band is some of the nicest guys, and they completely rock. They kick ass. I've seen them in concert now like maybe 3 times, and every time it's just the energy's incredible. And they do props, and the lights, and the sound is just so crisp. It's great. You gotta. I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir at this fan base, so I don't even know why I'm taking the time to explain it.
Oh, no.
But yeah, it was great to get to work with them, and it was fun. They're really ultimately fans first. They are diehard horror fans, and that shows in the work that they do.
right.
And I think each of those songs is kind of like a love letter to the films. And it was an honor, and I was flattered to be a part of that. And I think it was really cool. I played the truck driver who I killed myself in the music video.
That's so awesome.
Spoiler alert, I die in Pet Semetery. For anyone that hasn't seen it.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I assume you've had enough time if you haven't seen it by now. So it's been out a while.
Going back to that, I was kind of sad when he got ran over by the semi truck. I will have to admit.
Sure, I think it's hilarious, but it is funny to see different people's reactions. You know, I think it seems much more impactful if you have kids because you can imagine something. You know.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Most
Sure.
definitely.
Well, Miko, we are getting geared up to go on our SeaHaunt
Hell yeah.
in
Cannot wait.
January. I'm so
Come
excited.
see
So
me
we're
out.
gonna go to Progresso and Cozumel, which is my
Yeah.
favorite destination.
I've only ever
Um,
been on one other cruise, so you guys will have to show me the ropes. I'm coming in
Oh,
kind of
well, you
Ooh.
answered
and I was
part of
pretty
the
young
question.
last time. I'm old enough
Yeah.
to enjoy it properly now, so
Yeah.
I
So
couldn't
where'd you
drink
go?
it. It was out of I think Los Angeles, and we went to Ensenada for it was only like a day or two, I think, maybe 3. Yeah, it was fun. It was cool. Like it was a great
Okay.
memory. So that was part of what I was like, "Ooh, I remember that was awesome. I got to do that."
Have
When you
you
guys reached out, so
ever been to Cozumel or Progresso, Mexico?
I don't
Have you
think
ever been to
so.
Mexico?
Oh, you're gonna love Paradise Beach.
Nice.
That's so Paradise Beach is in Cozumel, and that's literally like
The spot.
it's my favorite place. It's
And
my
this is
favorite
off
place.
the boat. This is like we go there
Yeah,
and then we're
this is yeah,
there
we get
on
off. Yep, we get
yeah.
off port, and yep, absolutely, it
Nice.
is gorgeous. The waters are phenomenal. The sand is it's a little hot, but it's beautiful.
Yeah.
The food
It's all
is
inclusive
included.
too.
Love
The
it.
food is included, and the alcoholic beverages.
As many as you want,
You just
all day
keep it
long.
coming, keep it
Oh,
coming. Oh,
challenge
it's so
accepted. That's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be
oh,
great,
I
but it's
know
gonna
it
be
always is
a
because by the time we
marathon.
have to leave, we're like,
And they have at the end of a pier, there's a set of swings that you can swing on and jump off of into the ocean. And
that's
that's
like
just
my favorite.
that's one of my I love that spot.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
want to
do
jump
this.
into the ocean because
Oh,
like
I did.
I have a bunch of makeup on my face and I don't want to look like I'm dying coming out of the water
Oh,
like
you
iron or something.
gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Let's put more on
That's
later.
Exactly.
You gotta swing into the beach when you have the opportunity.
Definitely.
I'll just push who's ever on the swing. How's
There you go.
that?
They'll push you on the swing it off.
No, not unless I'm willing or ready.
Yeah.
Didn't you cut yourself the last time you swung?
Me?
Yeah. Who cut
No,
the
that was Zombie Jeff. Yeah, because we
Oh,
both jumped off the swing, and there's corals are kind of sharp, but you don't realize you're cut until
yeah.
you know
Another
you're
reason
out of the
why I
water.
don't do that. No, I'm good. I like the
It
beach.
was. I mean, it's just a brief little scratch. That's all it was.
Yeah, and then it leads to that brief little scratch is going to lead to a gigantic shark.
Oh my gosh! Live once, live wild.
Bruce,
I've
What are
seen
We
they
play
gonna
in
Jaws.
say?
blood all
I
day.
have
Come
seen
on.
Jaws.
Yeah. It would be very on theme. I think we need to have a shark mascot patrolling the boat. Yeah.
Jaws, dude. Isn't their 50-year anniversary this year? eRock
Yes, it is. And
next year, isn't it?
oh no,
next year? I thought it was this year because I know it's Nightmare on Elm Street's 40th. I thought it was Jaws' 50th
Hold on.
too.
Hold on.
I think it's next year, isn't it?
I have a way to solve this. Alexa, when's the Jaws anniversary?
We're talking about NASCAR.
What? Are you serious? Alexa, you suck.
Okay, this is the same Alexa that we bought the fart package off of. Okay,
We bought that shit. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
We
did.
straight up laughed about farts for I swear to God, it was like 2 hours.
at least 2 or 3 hours.
Farts are always
I was
fun.
impressed. Alexa can do a lot of farts you would not even think of.
I had no idea. Wow, I think she.
Neither did we.
When we're done, I'm gonna have to check with Apple's assistant. I don't want to wake her up, but I doubt she would do that. I feel like
stop.
She's less.
Alexa's farting, isn't she?
No, she's talking about farts.
She's talking about diarrhea, actually. It's saying to drink more water. Alexa!
It's like a pet that
See
won't.
what you started?
Alexa, stop.
Hammer time.
My goodness. So we're excited about the meet and greet, right, Miko?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm curious how all the things are going to work. I know you sent a list of all the cool stuff we're doing, and it sounds amazing. I'm like, I'm not even sure what that is, but I'm sure it's awesome. It sounds like there's going to be a ton of activities, and I can't wait
Yeah,
to meet
there's gonna the pub crawl, and then there's the bar crawl. Of course, this is all on the ship. We are doing the mystery theater, aren't we? They did confirm that.
That'd be fun.
Yes. Yeah, we
Yes.
confirmed that. Yep.
Nice.
And
The
going back to
murder
Hope I'm the
mystery.
killer. That might be
He's
too
still on
obvious.
Jaws, you guys.
That's it. That's the cool thing about it is none of us know what the killer is. Not even the people that are presenting this,
I mean,
because
like,
it's all in
find out about-
envelopes.
Yeah.
And you open the envelop, and then that's how it all unfolds slowly.
And then you like play your character. You get
Exactly.
your details. Oh, that's fun.
It is
I wanna
so
get
much
into that.
fun.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I was surprised at how much I liked that on the last cruise.
Yeah, I
Well,
bet.
we all know who the killer was.
Was it?
Wasn't me.
Nice.
Yeah,
Did
I
they catch
honestly
it?
like everyone had red flags. How I had
This is true. Even I did.
only knew a little bit. I'm like, okay, my character's a crazy bitch. I'm like, man,
Yeah,
this
they
isn't
try to
looking
do it
good.
so it throws you off, so it's not too
Yeah.
obvious.
And they do throughout as it unfolds, they throw out these, everybody gets like a clue of some sorts. And it's either going to throw shade or whatever on certain characters. It was a
So
blast.
you
It
win
was
something as the killer if you like get away with it and no one guesses you, or like how does it end? Like
It was more or less like bragging rights, like I told you so, we knew it was you, or something like
yeah,
that.
we all talk
Yeah.
shit for a solid like 20 minutes. Like, I knew it was you, bitch, because blah blah blah. And then
Yeah,
You had the bracelets.
I
that's cool.
know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's good. I would look forward to it again, but I want it to be, kind of a different storyline, because they were talking about bringing the same characters or well,
It's gonna be different.
Oh,
Same
well,
story.
good.
No, it's going to be different.
Good.
Totally different story.
Good.
Ooh,
I hope
yes.
so.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
working on that.
Can you tell us, Miko, what you might be looking forward to traveling with us?
What do you mean? What I
Like,
might be looking forward to
Looking
traveling?
forward to hanging with us at Paradise in
yeah.
Cozumel, or the Mystery
like
Theater, or
Yeah, well, I'm excited to make new friends, and I'm sure we're gonna make some really good memories together. And I think it'll be a much more
laid
kind of
back.
laid back and like personal than
Mhm.
a lot of times conventions it's very people come in and just get what they want, but maybe it's
Yeah.
signed or whatever. Where this is like we got time, we can hang one-on-one or group or whatever, or if you need alone time you can go chill, and we're just all kind of on this adventure together. It seems like a much
And this
more
is kind of
personal
new for us
thing.
because we're actually going to be on the Margaritaville, so this is new to us as well.
Yeah,
We're all gonna
that's
get lost together.
Yeah,
nice.
right.
Very cool.
But going back to Jaws, next
Yeah.
year is the 50th.
Next year is the
yeah.
50th. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I was right.
He just bought the Jaws Lego set.
Someone was talking about that. Was it last night? That's like a thing. It's popular right now.
Oh, it's
Yep.
a thing.
Yep, you can order it
Yeah.
online right now
He-
through Lego.
He woke up in the middle of the night when they dropped the sale for it. He literally like stopped snoring and everything, got up, ordered
Set
two of
his
them
alarm,
bitches, and went right back to
Going
bed.
back to bed.
Yep.
Nice.
He was
That's
all
cool.
over that.
That'll
Guess
be
what?
fun.
It's almost time. Almost
Uh-oh.
time.
Oh, Miko.
You know what? You know what it's almost time for?
What are we doing?
I bet you don't, because this is the part where we're halfway through and we kind of do a little dance, get a little silly, get a little funky, and it is also where we drop the FMK.
FMK.
Okay.
Do you know what
What is that?
FMK does?
Now
I mean,
I'm just excited for the group.
FMK, it means absinthe.
Fuck, Mary. Oh,
Ew.
Oh, okay. I played this game. I like
So
it.
FMK, I'm going to
Yeah.
give you 3 choices, and you have to tell me, Miko, who you're going to fuck, marry, or kill, okay? Your
Sure.
first choice, Michelle Pfeiffer from Catwoman.
Oh,
Your
in the
second
suit?
choice,
In the suit.
Tiffany Valentine from The Bride of Chucky.
Oh,
Your
man.
third choice, Vera Ellen, also known as Baby from The House of a Thousand Corpses. Who would you fuck, marry,
Ooh,
kill?
I would kill them all first and then fuck the bodies.
Whoa! Love the answer. That's it. Drop the mic. Drop the mic. Oh, that was good.
All at the
That
same
was
time.
the best answer I think we've ever had.
That was good. That was good.
I love it.
A nice
I'm
I'm
little.
marrying a single one of them. They're going to be dead.
Yeah.
That is awesome. That's also one of the quickest answers we've ever had.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, this is my first thought. So
Michelle Pfeiffer, though. Mm.
And
Yeah,
Oh my
Catwoman.
God, yeah.
right.
the suit would stay on for sure. Yeah,
Definitely.
part of it, 100%.
Yeah.
But Baby, too. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
You know what the crazy ones do, right?
Crazy
every
is
month.
what crazy does.
Oh yeah.
Grippy socks,
got-
grippy.
I got to hear this answer, though, genuinely. Fuck, marry, kill.
Okay. Gosh, I would probably. Man, are they? So they're characters, right?
They're
Who would
characters.
be-
Yep.
Who would be the
So,
most?
Catwoman, Bride of
like,
Chucky, or
I
Baby
feel
from
like in Bride of Chucky she is crazy, but she's manageable as like a relationship. I feel like the other two would be more like they'd all kill you eventually, but I feel like there's actually like love there. So maybe I'd marry Tiffany. I would fuck the shit out of Michelle Pfeiffer.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
And then just because I'm more of a brunette guy, nothing against her, I'd kill Baby. But
Okay.
you know, there's no
There's
losing
no right or wrong
in
answer.
those scenarios. Yeah.
Definitely not. It's all
Yeah.
fun.
Okay. But you'd marry Tiffany? Is that what you said?
Yeah. What,
Have
okay,
you
what's the
seen Tiffany in the new Chucky series?
I played poker with her a few years ago and
Oh my
sorry,
god! No,
I saw him in
dude, like,
person. I'm
the
still
show.
in, yeah.
In the show, her
I'm not
character
caught
is
up.
Tiffany
I'm
in the
not caught up.
show.
Yeah. Is it? I don't know.
You're gonna change your answer by the
interesting.
time you watch
Well,
that
well,
show.
I'm
Oh.
also assuming I'm also assuming these are the
That'd be
characters as they are in the film because we're saying Michelle
Right.
Pfeiffer
Yeah.
from
Okay.
you know, with the
Okay.
suit. I mean, that was her. I don't think she's worn the suit since. So I'm playing by those rules.
Let's see.
I'm like biased
See.
against your answers.
Yeah, that's okay.
Like, no, he
So,
chose
you don't have
wrong.
to marry her. She's fine anyway.
There is no wrong answers in this game.
I
You
know.
go fuck who you want. Don't judge. Don't yuck my yum.
There you go. There you go. Don't yuck my yum. I
All
love
right.
that.
Well, there you have it, everybody. FMK.
I like it. I like this game. I like that you do that. That's fun.
Right? I love it. It's always so much fun.
Yeah, something that I started way back when I started Gorgeous Girls. I used to do that on the like the Facebook page and stuff like that. And then yeah,
Nice.
they brought it back for this podcast.
It's been fun ever since. Of course, choices because I chose of the male gorgeous ghouls
Yeah,
so
our crew members. Like,
crew members.
So I was
That's
like,
funny.
I don't want to
It
kill
was
any of my
hilarious.
boys.
It was hilarious.
It's different people every time, I assume, too.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We try to
Cool.
keep it interesting.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sometimes they're really obscure though. Like,
Yeah.
I do a pretty good. She's the obscure one. I laid out pretty good. Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
No, I just like to keep them guessing.
That's fun.
Kind of like mixing a bag of Skittles and M&Ms, and you're just going to be surprised every time.
Ew.
oh,
Yeah.
Just
I ain't
saying.
mixing my Skittles with no fucking chocolate.
Chocolate covered fruit? Why not?
I don't like fruit.
you've had too many snacks at that point.
Miko, if you could shoot with the gorgeous girls, would you be more of a victim or would you be the killer?
Ooh. This is a Dahmer sub question. This is
Yeah, basically.
oh man, I mean, I guess I'm a switch. I'd have fun doing either. I'd probably go killer, but
Awesome.
it'd be fun to get messy with some blood too. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a cop out answer, but
No, that's the best.
No,
probably,
that's good.
if you pin me to it, I'll say killer. But
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun either way.
The more blood, the merrier.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This is true. We just did a bloody slip and slide at the camp out not too long ago, so that
I'm
was
still sore from that.
I am still
My
sore from
wrist
that.
hurts so bad. Like,
And
it
I
hurts
still
so
have
bad.
Val's bite mark on my arm.
I got it on my
Oh,
leg.
wow.
Yeah, one of our
Sign
girls.
She
of a good
decided
time.
she was going to be a vampire.
Excellent.
I'm like, get
She
this
went
bitch a
around
muzzle.
biting all the girls.
She really did, and she latches too.
She's not kidding. She
No,
tries to
she
bite. Yeah.
She looks
You look at
like
a little
she's
peek
so
at
hot.
afterwards. Yeah.
she's so
So
beautiful. The thing is that she looks and she leans into. She's like this innocent little vixen, and just
You think you guys are about to make out, but then she just bites the living shit out of you.
That's how they get you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they get you.
so you've been warned because she's going to
Yeah.
be
I will not
she's going to
speak
be there for the
negative
cruise as well. So you've been warned. If she gives you the puppy dog eyes,
She
don't
bites.
fall for it.
Crucifix is funny.
Yo.
Don't fall for her feminine wilds.
Nope.
It's hard to deny her too because she's so.
Of course,
fucking
now that we've said that
hot.
Absinthe, she's gonna take a bite out of us for
I
giving her up.
know.
For giving me
No,
a
we're
warning.
gonna get her a muzzle. That's what the fuck we're gonna do.
I
I'm
can
gonna
see
make her
it.
wear that shit. She's gonna enjoy it too.
Right? Yeah. Oh,
Keeps us
punishment.
safe.
I'm
That's
sure.
all that matters.
Yeah.
You don't want to bruise anymore.
Sure. She's rabid.
Yeah, no.
Mhm.
But all
One's
for all
best
the right
way, though.
reasons.
Yeah.
If being horny was a disease, she definitely is a carrier.
We threatened to bite her back, but be orgasmic for her. So no, this wouldn't
Oh
work.
yeah, no, she'd enjoy it too much. No, we're just
It's
gonna scream
terminal.
and complain and be like, bad. It was bad.
The doctor comes in and is like, I'm sorry, ma'am, it's terminal. You are
Yeah.
terminally horny. There's
Yeah.
nothing we can do at this point.
She's gonna be sopping wet for the rest of her life. Puddles everywhere she goes.
Yeah.
She's
There's
gonna
gonna be
watch this, like,
There's gonna be a
about
deckhand
know.
just swabbing the deck like
Swab
20 feet.
Oh shit. Oh,
That's
I'm
And
funny.
Val's not here to enjoy this.
flopping in it like a fish out of water.
No pun intended, right?
Oh my god. Val, where you at, bitch? Okay. All right. Okay. You have appearances with many talented actors, ranging from just a couple of names we're gonna throw out there real quick, okay? Bruce
Sure.
Willis, Robert Englund, Alex Baldwin, Tom Hanks, Kevin Bacon, and the list goes on. Out of the impressive list, who did you most enjoy working with, and what was it like? And there can be, it could be someone that
You
you
give me
have.
more than one.
Multiple. Yeah. Oh man. Maybe. Gosh, they're all cool for different reasons.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
stumped
maybe
you. I
Robert.
stumped you.
Maybe Robert. It's funny. I got along with everyone. Arnold's maybe a really big one. That's pretty cool. A lot of it, it's more for me. It is cool to say that I worked with these really famous people, but I kind of appreciate the personal connections more. And not that I
Right.
didn't have a personal connection
That's
with
what I
them,
was gonna do.
but I
Yeah.
think about like who am I happy I got to meet and work with, and you know, because I see them so much at these reunion shows and stuff, I'm really close with the cast of Pet Cemetery, and I'm
Right.
so happy to know them, and to me, that's their Bruce Willis level and whatnot. So,
Right.
I'm very thankful to have been able to work with everybody that I have, but I I'm close with some that may not be the ones you would think are the first thought.
Right.
Maybe that's a cop out answer, but that's how I feel. That's what came to
No, no,
mind.
no, not at all. You establish relationships with everyone that you're close to. I mean, just like with amongst the gorgeous girls. I mean,
Yeah.
Absinthe and I, giggle puss over there, whatever she's giggling about. We work so, like you said, you spend so many hours with each other. You start understanding their body language. Like somebody must have farted over there. I don't know.
No.
So,
It hurts so good. Okay. I'm sorry.
Are you sure you're okay?
We're
we
laughing.
got this. We got this. We'll give you a minute.
I'm okay. Okay.
You care to share? Because
No,
I'm
it's just a
clueless.
funny fuse. I hit a funny fuse and I couldn't stop laughing.
It's the
That's all it
best.
was.
Yeah. You just have to burn it out. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it burns so good.
Still swabbing the deck.
Yes, yes, yes. Like I'm not even kidding. It's making me laugh so bad. Val,
we'll
I'm
have,
just over it.
there's another
I'm over
cosplay
it.
we'll have
There you go.
someone.
Oh.
That's a TikTok we're going to have to create and make true.
Sure.
Well, like I said, you establish those relationships, like you just said, like with us, because we spend so much time with each other. We pick up on each other's cues. There's things we don't have to say, especially when you're partaking in snacks, and then you just look across the room, and then you just bust a gut. It just it's
Absolutely.
it's something you can't take away.
Yeah.
Um, but with that also being said, you mentioned about going to cons and stuff like that. Do you have like a favorite con you like to work at or go
Oh
to?
God. There's been some really standout years at certain shows. Maybe because it's most recent in my memory. I just got back from Houston Horror Film Fest, and that
Mhm.
I think is top tier. That's easily very, very high on the list. Top one, two, three, maybe. It's hard to really line them up. Houston Horror Film Fest.
Mhm.
Um, there was just a lot of really cool people. The energy. They have a great after party. I'm all about like the hang and the vibe and like
Right.
be everybody. Some shows are more collector shows, and ultimately that's what they're for, and that's totally understandable. But they shut down after the show, and you go out and you have a nice dinner with a few friends and whatnot.
Right.
But the hang doesn't keep going.
Right.
Whereas Houston does it really cool. They asked me to do it this year. I kind of had too much on my plate. I wasn't able to do it this year, but I think
Right.
next. Like, sounds like I might be coming back next year. Whenever that is that I come back, I'm gonna DJ the after party because the after party was
Ooh.
awesome.
Oh,
So
that's right. You
I want to do
DJ.
like a
Don't
set. Yeah, I actually stopped for a very long time. I DJ'd for many years and I got out of it. And I actually lost my entire library, so it sucks because I had so
oh
many cool old remixes and everything.
pity.
Yeah, long story, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of freeing. I'm not locked into those. Like I know I always do this song with that song. Now it's like, all right, I'm gonna just kind of rebuild my library from scratch and just do it for
Right.
fun. I'm not doing it for work anymore. So I'll do
Right.
maybe nothing crazy. I'm not gonna be like awesome, but I'll have fun. I'll do good, and I'll do like maybe a show or two a year like that, and that'd be fun. Have like a little dance party, do a set, and then hang out for the rest of the time. And so I got the itch again. I'm getting back into it. So by next year, I'll be ready to like throw down pretty hard.
Nice. Does that does Alex DJ too?
Alex does it too. Alex Vincent. Yeah, it's funny. He's one of
You
my
guys
best
should
buds.
collab.
we've talked about doing a back-to-back set at a show as well. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's funny. We always call each other East and West Coast versions of each other because we have so many similarities. Being because I grew up in California, and I think he was acting in New York growing up. He's always been an East Coast guy, and yeah, we have a lot of strange similarities. We're almost exactly the same height. We worked in film around the same age. I think
Right.
in
You guys
Child's
have a lot in
Play,
common.
his shirt in Child's Play is the same shirt that I wore. Is it 2 or 1? I forget which one, but it's the same one that I wore in, I think, Kindergarten Cop, or maybe Full House. There's a picture of it somewhere. There's like a side by side.
Wow.
Yeah, we
That's
have a
awesome.
lot of the same interests, and are we both left-handed? It's something like that. Like we have a lot. We'll just be talking. We'll be like, oh, there's another one. Like it's kind of
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, we have a lot of differences too, for sure. Like, but it is cool. He's like my brother from another mother.
Oh yeah.
And DJing,
That's
yeah,
cool.
that's how we got on it. Was yeah, he's
Awesome.
DJed for many years as well, and he also kind of got back into it recently. So we had talked about maybe doing a set someday if we end up at the same spot. That'd be fun.
Do you have a DJ name that you go by other than Miko, or
Just DJ Miko for now. I'm sure I could come up with something clever maybe, but just keep it simple.
word?
Yeah.
We're gonna be at Horror Hound and Scarefest as well as Cinema
Excellent.
Wasteland.
Those are very good
And
shows.
have you been to any of those ones?
I have. I haven't been to. I went to Horror. No, sorry, that was Mad Monster. Another very good show. I haven't done Horror Hound in quite a few years or Scarefest. Maybe I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to see if I can get into Scarefest. I know it'd be last minute. I put a word out. I don't know if they're
Well, they'll have
interested.
you.
But,
Yeah.
we'll see. I shouldn't even say that until it's
Right.
maybe. But yeah, we'll see. I'm hoping because I've got some other friends there, and I think they're like doing a little project that I might be able to be a part of. So yeah, we'll see. Another really good one. What's that?
Was you talking about Danielle?
No, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Because I think she's supposed to be doing stuff there too. So I didn't know if you were talking about her.
Danielle Harris.
Maybe. Yeah. I love Danielle. She's fantastic.
Yeah, I think won't we be seeing Alex and Brett soon at some of these other?
I think
Brett Wagner?
Brett say that he was gonna go to Cinema Wasteland.
Yeah, but that's the one in April. It won't be in October.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he going to be at Scarefest, Brett Wagner?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
He was at Scarefest, and then
Yeah.
I think isn't Alex supposed to be there too?
I can't remember. I can ask him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, we just saw him at
That's
Days of the Dead recently.
Yep.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that Indy? Was the recent one?
Mhm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good one. That's a really good one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think we
some of
met
the-
you at Indy once.
I think so. Yeah, I know.
I
seen you
know
guys
for
do
sure
it
we
on
did because you were playing with Poi.
That's right. I came by and was being all silly.
Christina.
Yeah, because when your gals had had them, I'm like, oh, can I play with it?
Yep.
Yeah, that was fun.
Mhm.
That was really cool. I'll bring those on the boat. I'll have my poi.
There you go.
Oh, cool.
I'll bring all kinds of lights and party goodies and ravey snacks. Maybe I don't know.
Definitely do that. Yes, please.
Yeah.
And then we'll just still a mop.
And a mop. Yeah.
Stop, dude. Like
a little sailor hat and like a blue jumpsuit.
Well,
There you go.
We did do a Gilligan's Island.
we did.
Nice.
Where we get all bloody.
Gilligans, yep.
Yeah, we did a zombie Gilligan.
That's cool.
Thank God for this cruise. We have a contract with them in regards to us dressing up, doing our cosplays, having face makeup. Carnival was not having it. Apparently it was scaring their passengers. Even though everyone wanted to take pictures with us, they was scaring them.
Party poopers, yeah.
Yeah, big time. So that definitely put a damper on the rest of our SeaHaunt there. But
yeah,
well,
it's
we're trying to
place that understands and gets the vibe and wants to play into it.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's why we're
go. Back to the question: what is your favorite scary movie and why?
It's tough because there's so many subgenres within horror. I think that's a broad paintbrush.
It is.
But my go-to for this question, it's called Audition. I like to pick that one because it's very obscure. A lot of people may not have seen it before. In this scene, I assume a lot of people already have, but if you haven't, it's really worth checking out. It's a very slow burn. It doesn't get into the really creepy stuff until really the end. It's very weird and it gets under your skin. And it's hard to watch because it's slow and it's a long movie. You can't really watch it too often, but if you've never seen it before, you kind of have to be ready to sit
So
down
you
and
don't
get
want to
into
give up
it.
on it. You just
Yeah, no,
continue
don't.
to be
I would
invested.
recommend that as your doctor. I would recommend not giving up on this prescription of watching this movie. And one of the coolest things about it is I heard. I hope this is true. I heard when it was first released in Japan, it was advertised as a romantic comedy because it's
Really?
about a relationship. It's about a guy. It's been actually a long time since I've seen it, but if I remember correctly, it's a guy who his wife has passed. He has a son. His son is trying to get him to remarry, and he's a casting director. And so he and his buddy kind of cook up this idea to let's just have a casting audition for a script. It's not really a script, but we kind of try to just find you a date. And then, oh, the film fell through, but hey, since I got your headshot and your info, it's like, I think it came out, way before Tinder or all of that. It's like, cool, I just got all these pictures and I can pick. Kind of a sleazy thing what they do. But they inadvertently call in this gal who's gorgeous, seems very sweet, and he picks her, and then over time you learn she's so much more. And and the idea of couples going in for a date night to watch this rom-com and seeing that is just the most entertaining thing in the world to me. So yeah, highly recommend.
Check it out because I'm one of
I
those.
definitely have to put that on my list.
Right?
Yeah.
I wrote
Yeah,
it
just be
down.
ready. It's a good 2 hours, I think. So, and it's one of these, like, some people like those kind of movies, so if that's not your bag, understandable, but it's like here and it just slowly
Yeah.
every little step you're like, well, that kind of doesn't make sense. Well, wait, why are they? And by the time you
By
get
that
there,
time you're too
you're
invested,
like,
you
what
have to
the
finish.
fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what is your favorite gore scene from a horror movie?
Ooh, there's good ones. I know what I don't like. I don't like gore porn. I'm not into Hostel, where it's just like
I
gratuitous.
hate those things.
Yeah, that's not really. It's
Yeah,
good to get a reaction, but I don't like
agreed.
living in that space
It makes sense
mentally.
for sure.
But God, and I'm probably gonna forget so many good ones I'll think of later. Like, oh my God, the one that always really gets me is Freddy 3, the worm, where he's like eating her. The movement.
Nice.
Maybe what's funny, also kind of a worm thing. My all-time favorite movie, which some people say it falls in horror, some not. I don't
Please
know.
say Dune. Please say Dune.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
I love
and
oh my God, I love Beetlejuice.
that's my all-time favorite movie. I don't know.
Thank you.
I consider it in the horror family. It's not like a horror,
I
but
do
it's
too.
creepy and supernatural. It's early Tim Burton when he was at his best. And when I was so young, I was so impressionable. It legitimately scared me for a number of years. Was when he turns into the snake and he's got the split eyes and he's just head, and that really freaked me out. So it's not really necessarily the scariest, but it had the biggest impact on me, if that makes sense.
You should come to my Beetlejuice party.
Oh, I love that. I love anything Beetlejuice. That'd be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hoot and holler.
Nice.
I like to dress as the dead receptionist, Miss Argentina.
Hell yeah. I see your Beetlejuice photo on the wall behind you guys there too.
Oh yeah, this is back here. Isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's up there. Yeah, it's good shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely, one of my favorite films of all time. I am so stoked for the new one.
Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic because so often with the remakes, you never know.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm more optimistic about this remake than, let's say,
I'm
The Crow.
hopeful. Fair. Yeah. I've kind of gotten comfortable with it if I go in thinking of it as not canon. Like it's not real. They didn't actually make this as like a sequel. It's like
Okay.
it's $100 million fan film. Like, you know, it
Yeah.
doesn't actually like it doesn't break the original. I have to do that for the Matrix too, because the Matrix 1 is so amazing.
Oh
2 and
yeah.
3 are okay, but they're not like nothing is to that like standard. So if I go in with that mentality, then I'm sure I'll have fun.
Definitely.
Go along for the ride.
Yeah, I had to do that with Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Yeah. I didn't see it. I saw the ads though. It looked kind of cool.
And
Star
it's-
Wars, they do that too, for sure. The new Star Wars, like
Oh,
they're fun, they're beautiful. I enjoyed them, but to me, I enjoy them more if I don't think of them as canon.
exactly. Yeah.
I don't know. They make rumors about Spaceballs as well, so I'm a little on the fence on that
Yeah.
one.
That could be interesting.
I
Yeah,
love Spaceballs.
of course. Yeah.
Favorite horror actor.
Favorite horror actor. Oh man, you guys are hitting me with some good ones. Put me on the spot. Why does he come to mind? This is maybe a random one. Who was okay, I don't want to mess this up. I almost want to Google it. Give me a second.
Fair.
Was it Ethan Hawke? It was Ethan Hawke. Yeah. For some reason, he stood out in my mind because it's not an obvious. Where are you guys again?
No, I don't think I've ever heard someone say Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, it's not like one of the main traditional, but I thought Ethan Hawke was really good in the Sinister movies.
Oh my God, you are so right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and he's not, people don't think of him as like a horror guy. He's a good actor. He's a very good actor, and he happened to be into very good horror movies.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think he deserves some props for those, for sure.
There you go.
I really like that response.
Yeah.
That was hard. I'm glad I found a good one.
Yeah.
Now all your horror friends are gonna be like,
damn him.
Whatever.
They're like, yeah, they still love me. It's okay.
Yeah, it's all, everyone's got an opinion. And there's plenty of there's other amazing actors too. That's just the one that came to mind.
Right.
For sure.
Definitely.
All right. Before we wrap up tonight's podcast, just a friendly reminder where you can catch your gorgeous girls at next. The very next event that we have coming up is going to be Horror Hound, and that is in September. It's actually our birthday weekend, the 13th through the 15th.
Happy birthday.
So catch us over there. And then after that, we have Cinema Wasteland. That is going to be October 4th through the 6th. And following that is Scarefest, October 18th through the 20th. And then we have Days of the Dead, Chicago, and that's going to be November 22nd through the 24th. And then right after that, you can find all three of us cruising.
All four of us.
In May. Sorry, wait. Did I say three?
Yeah.
I meant four. Sorry. Apparently, I don't know how to count.
Yeah. Plus
the
more.
Four of us. Just the four of us. No. That's going to be our SeaHaunt 2025. That's January 6th through the 10th in Mexico.
Yeah. Cannot
Mexico.
Yeah. So, follow us, hang out with us. You guys can still reserve your cabins. Go to SeaHaunt.com.
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 Or you can scan that little barcode I just put up there.
The barcode.
And you could be a flopping wet fish out of water with us and Val.
Or mopping the deck after Val.
Right after Val.
Mop the deck. We'll have some fun. It'll be a good time.
I can't wait for her to watch this and stuff.
I know. It's going to be epic.
Yeah, such a blast.
Oh my God.
And I hope everyone watching gets to join us as well. Hope to see you there.
Yeah, please do.
Is there anything that you would like to talk about or shout out or address before you?
I don't know. I did a short film. If you want to see something more recent, if you haven't seen it already, I know in this scene a lot of people already have, but Dylan's New Nightmare, it's free to watch on YouTube. It's a unofficial sequel to Wes Craven's New Nightmare. The idea being that Freddy came back for Dylan 30 years later. Completely fan funded, low budget. I think we did pretty good considering what we were working with. I'm happy with how it turned out, and hey, it's free. You can't complain. So
hell yeah,
go check it out.
Well, kick ass. We'll make sure everyone gets a chance to check that shit out if they haven't already.
And where can we see you next? Like,
I'll be at Tampa Bay Comic Convention this next week, and I will be after that. I'm lined up on a few, I think small ones on the East Coast. I try to keep them in my brain, and it's like so difficult. I just look
It's
at
hard.
the very next one, and then the one after that. I will definitely be there on the boat in January. That's maybe the big one I'm looking forward to.
Yes.
There's a couple maybes, so I don't want to say until it's
Right,
like,
right.
if I last minute get added to those, but I hope to see you guys at one of them sooner or later. But if not, I will
Awesome.
see.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. I appreciate you taking the time out to do this with us.
Yes,
And we
thank
look
you
so
so
forward to seeing you
much.
soon.
Appreciate you guys
So
too.
much
This was
love.
fun. Yeah, I can't wait. Let's see
Well,
it.
there you have it, guys. There's the Gore Horror Hour episode. What? Chaotica?
23!
We'll catch you guys next time around. I'm Absinthe Widow.
eRock.
Chaotica.
Miko
With
Hughes.
Miko Hughes. Bye, bitches.